Good afternoon, Russell students and staff. My name is Lando.
And my name is Miles.
And this is Inside the Nest. 7th and 8th grade boys basketball players, you will have practice beginning this Wednesday. So if you want to play basketball, make sure you show up so you can ball out.
Attention current 8th graders. High school is right around the corner and this is a very exciting time for you. Therefore, we wish to invite you to attend an informative meeting with your parents. Please join us at 6 p.m. on November 11th, 2020 in the auditorium to learn about graduation requirements, graduation plans, 21st century scholars, course requests, pathways, and much more. We look forward to seeing you on the evening of November 11th, 2020.
That fave barbecue meal set for last week has been scheduled for Tuesday, November 17th.
There will be a Best Buddies meeting in homeroom Tuesday, November 10th in Mrs. Hale's room.
Please join the members of the high school student council for a fall breakfast in the Ag Barn on Friday, November 13th. Come back to the Ag Barn as soon as you get to school for some good food to start your day. The breakfast is open to all faculty, staff, and high school students.
And now off to Sarah for today's weather.
Weather for today. The high is 79 and the low is 62. Wind speeds of 15 miles per hour and 0% precipitation. Go outside.
Thanks, Sarah.
Today's lunch. We have a cheeseburger deluxe or a grilled chicken sandwich with baby carrots with ranch, potato wedges, peaches, and goldfish. Tomorrow for lunch we have a walking taco, not a sprinting taco, but a walking taco with a spicy chicken sandwich, lettuce, tomato, pinto beans, and applesauce.
Today's birthdays. Happy birthday to Alan Kelly and Mason Serrano.
Happy birthday, guys. And now for today's Mindful Monday. How to stop expecting the worst.
Catastrophizing is a common cognitive distortion. It's basically expecting the worst, calling every setback a disaster, and imagining all future outcomes as being horrible. So, for example, you worry that you're going to fail a test, and then you imagine what would happen if you do fail. You're going to fail out of school and end up working at McDonald's and never have success in life and die homeless on the street. Now, catastrophizing is taking a genuinely difficult situation and interpreting it as being horrible, terrible, and unrecoverable. We all know that person who, when they get a B on a test, wailed, "I'm failing math class!" We trick ourselves into believing that if we expect the worst, we can prevent it. But in reality, usually the exact opposite happens. Seeing the worst often invites the worst. Not only do we cut ourselves off from opportunities, but we invite the exact problems we were hoping to avoid. If we go into a conversation expecting the other to get defensive, we often lead off by being harsher or more rigid, inviting the other person to get defensive. If you expect that your crush will reject you if you ask him out, and then you don't ask him out, you end up alone on the weekend. Catastrophizing messes us up because it makes us anxious, depressed, and unmotivated. So if catastrophizing is so harmful, why do we do it? Well, it secretly serves two dysfunctional functions. Number one, to protect us from uncertainty. We try to prevent disappointment by expecting the worst. And number two, sometimes it's a misguided attempt to motivate ourselves through fear. But fear is never a sustainable source of motivation. It always undermines us in the end. So if catastrophizing is so harmful, how do we stop doing it? Here are 3 steps. Number 1, notice. Write down what it looks like when you catastrophize. What are the words you use? So, for example, words like never, terrible, fail, rejected, awkward, horrible, etc. And notice what are the situations you tend to catastrophize about. You could ask a friend or a family member to point it out to you. And number 2, challenge those thoughts. Just because you think it doesn't mean it's true. So learn to notice and gently question your thoughts. You don't have to believe everything that you think. And step 3, replace those thoughts with something more helpful. So, for example, "Oh no, I am such an idiot. I already made a mistake on this report. I'm never going to finish it. Or if I do it, it will be so flawed that it won't matter. I'm going to get fired no matter what." Okay, wait. That's not true. Everybody makes mistakes. I'm only human. I'll fix this mistake, and if I need to ask for help, I can. but I'm just going to keep working hard and try to be more careful in the future. Nobody's going to fire me for a mistake or two in a report. This approach requires us to stay engaged, even when there's a risk of things not going perfectly. This is called vulnerability, the potential for success and also for getting hurt. But the only alternative is to guarantee failure by cutting yourself off before you even try. As you let go of catastrophizing, you'll come to wholeheartedly embrace life, your goals, and your values, and you'll get better at living with some risk. And you'll be rewarded with good things happening to you all the time. This video is a tiny version of my more in-depth video on catastrophizing. That video's got stories, more examples, and a 3-step process to replace the dysfunctional function of catastrophizing. So if you want to dive in, check out the link in the description below. Now, this is all part of my course on udemy.com on rewiring the anxious brain. So if you want an in-depth look at how to overcome anxiety, there's a link to that too. Please share this video because you never know who might need it. Thanks for watching and take care.
I've been Lando.
I've been Miles.
And you've been Inside the Nest.